Imagine the person you adore the most. Maybe it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, your best friend, or even your furry companions. For me, it's a tough call, but big men with big hearts are definitely up there. Now, imagine that person you care about most, and then imagine gutting them with a blunt spoon, scooping their heart out, overcooking it, feeding it to a pig, and then blaming them for your actions because they pushed you to doing it. Yes, that's right, we're talking about the worst boyfriends on the internet. Hello everyone, my name is Raz and welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at the atrocity that is straight men in relationships on the internet. Now, I saw a video on TikTok of a girl breaking up with her boyfriend, and he threw back some pretty remarks to her, and we'll look at this video later, but it definitely made me think how often we see such poor behavior in that sense on TikTok and on video. So in honor of the end of Pride Month, we're gonna rag on some straight people. So we're going to begin with a story from Reddit that I found, and it does make me quite angry. But I'm not gonna talk too much about it before we've read it. This was posted into r/am I the asshole, which is probably one of my favorite subreddits, I'm gonna be honest, because I really like the open-ended ability to cast judgment over a situation. So, am I the asshole if I don't want my girlfriend to bring her cat when she moves in? Meow. It's safe to say that I am a dog person. I've always loved dogs and always had dogs, and my dog that I have now is my best bud. I love how social they are and how much they show love back to their humans, and that they are smart and trainable. Are you a millennial? I definitely do not like cats. Lots of people love them, and that's fine. But I personally do not even slightly see the appeal of taking care of an animal that doesn't give two shits if you live or die, and that takes an insane amount of training and effort to learn even basic commands, which they will only ever do if they feel like it. I can't count how many times I've been scratched or bitten by a cat for no other reason than I dared to go near it. So yeah, not a fan. My girlfriend and I have been dating for coming up on 1 year, and she is a 1 in a million girl, because she's got a cat. When we're apart, I often find myself just wanting to spend time together. She is wickedly funny and always making me laugh out loud, and an amazing artist. And she has a cat. It is not a particularly bad cat or anything, as far as cats go. Very average, but I am so the opposite of a cat person that even average is bad. Have you ever hated someone so much that every little thing annoys you? That's what cats are like to me. And this cat is just everywhere where I am hanging out at my girlfriend's apartment. Jumping up and down from shelves, stepping on my crotch, kneading my leg with its paws. I'm sorry, the crotch bit. Kneading my leg with its paws. That's cute. And most importantly, claws. Yowling outside the bedroom door whenever I spend the night. My girlfriend, of course, loves him and doesn't see any flaws. All of this wouldn't be a problem, but as I said, we are approaching 1 year, and I've been thinking about our future together. I can see myself marrying this girl, and I want her to move in with me, but do not want to have a cat. I don't even know if my dog will get along with it, and I know I won't get along with it. I've tried to talk to my girlfriend about the issue, and she just turns stone fucking cold. Hey, maybe Cat, we don't even know the cat's name, can live with your parents when we move in together. They are in the same city as us. No, we're a package deal. I tried very calmly and rationally explaining to her the issue, and she outright said that I need to figure out what's more important to me, because either they both move in with me or we break up and stop wasting each other's time. Just full ultimatum and holding the relationship hostage. I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place here. If she's playing hardball, would it be an asshole move for me to play hardball right back and say that she can't move in until she rehomes the cat? This makes me so angry. I feel like I should say now, the verdict was asshole, and I don't have any of the comments saved, but the comments are ragging him and ripping him a new one, which is very amusing if you want to go and find it. I'm so angry about this. What do you mean it's fine for you to have a dog? But what if she doesn't like dogs? Okay, also, we don't know how old they are. I would have said 25. I don't know many people under that get a house and their own pets, or an apartment and their own pets. So we'll say they're probably closer to 30 than 20. Is my guess. And also the language makes me... This is from 8 years ago. I'm going to guess these are millennials. So I'm just making assumptions here. He hates something that he doesn't even know, right? He's convinced himself so hard that he hates all cats. Even though he set it up to make it sound like he's being reasonable, you can still see how unreasonable he's being. I did see in one of the comments when I looked at it originally, I can't remember what it was, but it was that he says, I tried very calmly and rationally explain to her the issue. There's nothing rational about asking somebody to get rid of their pet because you don't like the type of animal that it is. Oh, it also reminds me of the ants. I don't know if y'all may know the story. The ants. This guy had ants, and I think it was his girlfriend, like, wanted them gone, wanted to kill them all, and threw like the tank on the floor, I think. And then it was like an infestation because it was like an invasive colony that was dangerous to in some way or another. I can't remember exactly, but it reminds me of that. But the point is he is disrespecting her and her pet. We don't know if she might have had her cat longer than he's had his dog. And who's to say if she brought the same issue to him and said, well, I don't feel comfortable with living with a dog, what do we think his response would have been? Horrendous is my guess. It's just frustrating because you just know that it's one rule for thee and one rule for me with this guy. And the problem is that he's acting like there's a right and a wrong. There isn't. There's a difference of opinion. If you don't like cats, you don't like cats. But pretending that it's the right view, like it's the correct view to have, which is what he's doing, is saying that you're wrong if you like cats, basically. The problem there is that he's not fighting like he loves his girlfriend. He's fighting like he wants to be right. What's more important to this guy is winning, not having a girlfriend. But you see this controlling, like, behavior. It's the attitude as well, isn't it? But you see this controlling shit. I see a lot on TikTok is, boyfriends and husbands. You get the video of the original act and then the wife or girlfriend turning the comments off, and then in the next video apologizing on his behalf and saying and defending him. I just can't with that. It makes me so angry, because what do you mean you hate all cats? Like, and the assumption, but I personally do not even slightly see the appeal of taking care of an animal that doesn't give two shits if you live or die. What he doesn't like is the fact that the cat has boundaries. Cats have boundaries. Cats, if they don't like something, you fucking know about it. Same way that if a person doesn't like something, if you, like, I don't know, try to pat somebody on the head and they don't like it, they're gonna smack your hand away. I certainly would. So there was a video that I found. I'm just gonna show you it. So in that video, the text on screen says, "Not her man tracking her and egging her because he didn't want her out in this outfit." Primarily what you see in that video is abuse. And it's a physical assault. He's throwing things at her. Regardless of what she's wearing, she went out and got egged by her boyfriend. See, I see a lot that people quite romanticize possessiveness and protectiveness and this controlling behavior, but because they label it as something else, a lot of the time it kind of flies under the radar. But it's controlling. It's controlling, and the fact that this is happening in public means that he's doing much worse behind closed doors. When people are comfortable being that violent and aggressive in public, publicly abusing their significant other, it means that they're doing a lot worse. I really hate it. On a personal level, I really hate it in fanfic when they write a character like really possessive and jealous, especially when I'm reading about like characters that I like who are very, secure within themselves, and so I'm immediately uncomfortable whenever I come across anything. It's the you're mine. I'm like, oh, no, I ain't. No, I ain't. But it just makes me so violently uncomfortable. I'm sat like this right now. So there's another area of this possessiveness crap that is even more uncomfortable. It's more uncomfortable and less like blatant. So I know a lot of friends and people when they're teenagers and younger, they had to be very clear with their parents about where they were if they were out somewhere, so they'd have to take a video of their surroundings and talk about it. And fair enough, if you're kids, I found a video of a girl having to do this for her boyfriend, and we will watch that.
It is currently 7:01. These are my surroundings. Nobody beside me. Nobody beside me. Nobody in front of us. We're chilling, waiting for phone to charge. And we're tired.
It's very clearly a controlling behavior, not a protective one. These controlling behaviors are never, ever, ever going to be the fundamentals of a good, strong, trusting, healthy relationship. The coach never plays. Cheating for me is probably one of the worst things a person can do to their partner. Obviously, there are like blatantly more violent, worse things, but within the regards of emotional treatment and relationships, I do think that cheating is up there with some of the like worst things that you could consciously do to a person. So this story comes from r/relationship advice. This one was reposted onto Am I the Devil? So buckle up, as they say. I, 29 male, am in a love triangle with my long-term partner, female 29, and my housemate, female 27. Racked by guilt, how can I process this? You leave your partner! Mate, this makes me angry. Acting like you're the victim. You're the one that's done this, you fucking bastard. I, 29 male, am in a long-term relationship with my partner of 5 years, 29 female, and I still love her. But I have fallen in love with another woman, my housemate, 27 female. My partner has no idea. Both are in love with me. Bold assumption. Housemate and I became close when she moved in and spent a lot of time together. We always got on really well and loved to cook, work out, and watch things together. I always told myself this was just a close friendship. We have had fleeting moments of intimacy when watching TV together or similar, where we clearly cross the line, and this has been going on for a long time and escalating. It never went so far as sex or even kissing, but inappropriate embracing and caressing. Ugh. We came to rely on each other and spend an unhealthy amount of time together. We finally discussed what's been going on after around a year of denial. I admitted to her and to myself that I think I love them both. I feel incredible guilt and shame that this has been going on for so long and that my devoted partner doesn't know. I need to tell her, but this will devastate her. Obviously, this is hugely complicated by the fact that I live with my housemate, but my partner comes to visit often. It tears me up that my partner is oblivious and housemate can't stand to see us together. I always compartmentalized it in my brain as a moment of weakness, that I was simply giving in to temptation. But it's more than that. Temptation doesn't explain why I crave to spend time with her and talk and laugh with her. We have chemistry together. I have realized I am in love with her. But that doesn't mean I'm not still in love with my partner. She is my best friend. She's been with me for so long. We share so many friends and we have lived like... blah, 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 blah. I was doing so well. We share so many friends and we have lived so much life together. With her, I'm comfortable. She makes me safe and no one has ever cared for me like she does. But it feels domestic. Like some chemistry we used to have is gone. This guy thinks he's Bella. My partner has had mental health issues in the past, suicidal thoughts and self. Together, we have worked through a lot of this. We began to understand a lot of her trauma and got her life back on track. She describes me as her rock, and I mean everything to her. I worry that without me, she will really struggle and suffer. Somehow, I was fine before, in denial. I could just avoid thinking about it and pretend it wasn't happening. My housemate facilitated that as well. Perhaps we were both in denial for different reasons. She even dated someone for a while, which made things easier, but it didn't last. Now she and I have finally talked about it. I can think of nothing else. I have a knot of stress and guilt and anxiety in my chest at all times. I can hardly focus on my work. I constantly hope I will wake up from this bad dream. I can't face that it's real, and I have been complicit in creating this situation for so long. I told my housemate that we needed to set boundaries, and that was what started us finally having the talk. I thought she would take that as me choosing my partner and we could move on. At this point, I was still in denial about what we have together. I asked her if she could move on, and she said she can't. She wrote me a letter yesterday that really made me think. First time for everything, eh? That she feels we are basically boyfriend and girlfriend already, and she cannot love anyone else. Am I just choosing the safe option because it's what I've known for years, even though I'm not truly happy? She raised that if I was content with my partner, why am I tempted by her? Am I making that choice because I don't want to hurt someone rather than choosing what makes me happy? Am I afraid of the unknown to take a risk? Whatever happens, I need to tell my partner all this, but I'm too much of a coward. I don't know how I would even start. She has always been true to me. I feel cowardly and manipulative and completely wrecked with guilt about all of this. She truly doesn't deserve it. I don't know how to even begin processing this. The thoughts just go in an endless circle. It seems whatever choice I make will devastate someone and upend my life. I hadn't read it fully before now. See, the other one I had briefly, I'd skim read it and it wasn't as long. So I was vaguely aware of everything. He's acting like this just happened to him. That's what's so annoying, is he's acting like everything has just happened to him. You did it! You are the one that got handsy under the blanket whilst watching The Matrix. It didn't just happen. It didn't just happen and you happened to be there. That's not how this works. Whether or not you've been physically cheating, you've emotionally cheated, you've led somebody else on, and now you're thinking that you're the victim in this scenario. It's this repeated emotive language being I feel bad, but I feel like shit, but I'll feel guilty, but she needs me. What? What she needs is for you to tell her the truth, the partner, I mean. She needs you to tell her the truth so that she can walk away and start over on her own. She needs somebody who actually gives a damn about her, because clearly you don't give a shit about her. You just give a shit about how it looks on you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have mentioned her mental health issues. He's worried about how he'll look if he walks away. Just walk away. God, this makes me so angry. I promise you also the comments were in a similar vein of me. It's you just trying to make yourself sound good. But I don't have any of the comments saved, but they are essentially saying what I'm saying, which is that he's just trying to make himself feel better. He's still very clearly in denial about it all. He is the problem here. He's ruined his relationship. He thought it was better for him to be seeing the housemate whilst the housemate was trying to date somebody else. How is that any better? That's just ruining somebody else's life. Because all of this time that you've spent with your partner, she could have gone and found somebody so much better. And you have decided to take it away from her because you're too selfish to walk away. Give me 1 minute. I need to go and blow my nose. Hello, gay boys. I am back. But the breakup always tends to be the bit that is the messiest, right? I get that. I get that people are afraid of that. But then you see things like this, and I'm gonna show you this next video, and this is what prompted me to make this video instead of just a video about cheating.
How about all these fucking years where you've been going through your autoimmune issues.
That's the bare minimum.
Anybody would fucking leave you.
I'm talking. Leave.
They wouldn't.
So the text on screen says, when you're trying to break up with your emotionally abusive boyfriend, but bro hits you with a sentence that's going to replay in your head for the rest of your life. Anybody would fucking leave you. So not only is he disrespecting the girlfriend, she broke up with him, thankfully. But the fuck, man, it just makes me like seethe. Is like, you want a girlfriend. You don't want this person. That is how the previous story feels. That is how a lot of these scenarios and stories feel, is that they don't give a shit who they're with, as long as they're not by themselves. And this guy in this video, anybody would fucking leave you. Statistically speaking, women stay with ill partners more than men do. And it's frustrating to think that that would be like a hard line. What did you want her to do? Unplug the organs that are having issues? Sorry, mate, but it doesn't work like that. Like, people have the same attitude about mental health issues as if it's like something that you can turn off. But the point is that it's not going to go away. Just because you want it to go away doesn't mean it's going to go away. But also with physical illnesses, for that to have so much control over how you feel about somebody is outrageous. These people across the board are not arguing with each other like they give a damn. They are arguing like they want to win. Like I said at the very beginning, that guy wants to win. He's not interested in keeping this relationship. And the guy shouting at this girlfriend when they were breaking up, he's not interested in like showing that he cares about her. There are people like this in every group. It's just more often than not that you see straight men as a representation of this behavior. So like I said at the beginning, we're ripping on straight people today, but I am not generalizing. I don't think that all straight guys are like that, and I know that all straight guys are not like that. But it's important that people realize that just because they're in a relationship, it does not entitle them to treat the other person like shit. So, the bar is in hell, and the expectation for women to expect to be treated poorly is continuing to perpetuate a violent cycle of imbalance, and the only way to change it is to expect the same standard of human from these straight men as what is expected of female-born people, and that is the only way that anything is going to change. And on that note, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope that you have a marvelous rest of your Pride Month, which, if I'm uploading this when I want to, today and tomorrow. So, so you know what? Raise your standards. Kick those assholes to the curb. And if you need help, please seek it. Talk to your friends. I'll see what numbers I can find to put in the description box below. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And hopefully we'll be doing another one soon. If you have any requests for topics that you'd like me to have a look into, or if any TikTok drama comes up, I'm very tempted to have a look more into that, but I'm always so late. But yeah, if there's anything that you'd like me to do a look in on, please let me know in the comment section down below. And yeah, my new Awesome Raz. Stay sexy, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.